Oh, hey guys. Welcome to this week's episode of C3 Kids Elementary at Home Edition. I'm Lisa and I'm here in the C3 Kids studio where once again we are hosting a virtual block party. Now I was originally thinking maybe I could set up my oversized bowling pins for some block party fun, but it turns out there isn't much room for an oversized bowling at a virtual block party. But I'm not letting that stop me. I've invited a friend to our block party and they'll be here soon, and I've come up with a different kind of game that's going to be a whole lot of fun. And you know what? Playing games with friends is fun no matter what because you're spending time together. That's what this month is all about, celebrating the life app of friendship, using your words and actions to show others you care. Oh, and speaking of friends, one of your friends has a story about one of their friends. Let's check out this week's Friendship Spotlight.
My name is Isaiah and I am going to the 3rd grade. My best friend's name is Jake, and I have two pictures right here. I met Jake at daycare when we were babies. My favorite thing about Jake is because he's funny, he's a good friend, he's there when I need him, and we have a lot of things in common. My favorite thing to do with Jake is play, laugh, and joke around.
Wow, what a great spotlight on friendship. I love meeting your friends this month, guys. And I have a friend that I want you to meet. Her name is Rachel. Let me introduce you to her. Hi, Rachel. So glad to see you and have you here at our virtual block party this month.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, absolutely. We're celebrating friendship and you're one of my friends. So I wanted you to be here. And, you know, I know at block parties usually we play games and things, right? Like cornhole or ladder ball or maybe those, you know, giant inflatable bowling pin game. Anyway, we probably can't play that kind of a game here because, you know, our virtual block party is a little bit smaller and it's indoors. But I do have a really fun game that I thought we could play. Are you up for it?
Yes. What is it?
It involves money. So that's all I'll tell you for now. And then let's get to it. What do you think?
Sounds great.
All right, let's go. All right, Rachel, are you ready to play the game?
I am.
So I told you it would involve money. It involves pennies.
Ooh.
Yep. I love pennies. Do you?
Yes, I do.
You know, they're cool. They're copper and shiny, and yes, we both have a lot of them in our cup here. And the game is very simple. Basically, we're going to make a penny stack. So on our platform here, when I push start on my timer here, we're just going to go and make as tall of a tower as we can. And at the end of the minute, whoever has the tallest tower is the winner. Cool?
Cool.
All right. Are you ready?
I am.
On your mark, get set, go. All right. I feel like this seems like it's going to be easy, but maybe not so much. I don't know. Do we have to stack one at a time? Or
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Yeah, we should probably be honest and just stack one at a time. I don't want to be dishonest.
If it all falls, do you have to start over?
I believe so, yeah.
Ooh.
Just so you know, we're at 37 seconds left. Okay. Why is my dish so far away? That would be better if I... Ooh, it's starting to get wobbly a little bit. 22 seconds, FYI. I'm picking out all the shiniest of pennies. Some of them are... Oh boy. 9 seconds to go. Oh, and time. Okay, sorry. I have trouble turning off my timer sometimes. I apologize. All right, how'd we do?
You clearly won.
You think so?
I do.
Oh, well, congratulations. It was fun. High five across the air there. Thanks for playing. That was so much fun. Thanks for playing. I hope you had
fun. Yes.
Good. I'm glad you had fun with it too. So, Rachel, obviously we're talking about friends all month long, and I invited you here because you're my friend, but I know you have a lot of friends. And I was wondering if maybe you could share a little story with us about one of your friends, and maybe there's a time in your life where you and your friend weren't getting along so well, or you were mad at a friend. Do you have a story like that?
Yeah, there was a time. It was in 2nd grade when the book fair came to school. I was so excited to go to the book fair, and when I was there, I saw this really cool pencil that I really wanted. It was pink, it was sparkly, it had unicorns on it, and it had a giant eraser. and I love that pencil so much.
I bet. Unicorns are cool.
Yes, it was my favorite pencil for the longest time. And then one day, one of my friends asked to borrow it, and I told them, sure, you can borrow my pencil. And the next day I asked for it back, and they told me they had lost it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Your favorite pencil.
I was sad and even a little angry.
I bet.
But I realized that they didn't mean to, so I forgave them. And that's what we're going to be talking about this week in the Bible. Friends forgive one another.
I love that. What a great picture of forgiveness and letting your friend off the hook. I love that so much. I'm sorry about your pencil, but I'm really glad that you and your friend were able to solve the problem. Are you still friends with her today?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for sharing that story for us. I know the kids are going to get ready to watch the Bible story here, so I just want to thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you again here in the C3 Kids studio.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, see ya. Okay, guys, well, that's it from the C3 Kids studio for this week. Your countdown's on its way and your Bible story too. But before we get to that, I want to remind you that this is the last week to complete your challenge card. Watch it, do it, talk about it. Is your card almost filled out? How are you doing with your God time cards? And your memory verse this month? Do you know it yet? A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes. Keep going, guys. Get those star stickers on those cards, and we'll let you know how to turn them in for a prize, okay? Now, next week, we're kicking off a brand new life app. That's right, we're heading into a new month, and things will look a little bit different here in our studio as well. Can't wait for you guys to see it. Until then, have a great week, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Jesus, you have been so faithful. Jesus, you have been so true. I will be forever thankful, 'cause I never had a friend like you. Help me to be who you've been to me, to everyone I see. Let us love one another with a love like no other yet. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love has always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. You're with me in the darkest valley. You're with me on the mountaintop. I'm thankful that you never leave me, and that your love will never stop. Help me to be who you've been to me, to everyone I see. Let us love one another with a love like no other yet. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love has always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. I wanna thank you for being a friend who's always by my side.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of John, chapter 21, verses 1 through 19.
Peter hauled in the knotted net yet again as the first light of dawn gleamed in the eastern sky.
Empty. Not a single fish all night.
Thomas shook his head.
I doubt we'll catch a thing before it's time to take the boat in.
John studied Peter thoughtfully.
Peter, you didn't really want to catch fish anyway, did you? You just wanted to get out in the boat and do something normal.
Peter shrugged, but he knew John was right. Over the past few weeks and months, everything in his life had turned upside down. First, Peter had shown the courage to speak the truth about his friend Jesus.
You are the Christ. You are the Son of the living God.
Many people wanted to make Jesus king, even though the religious leaders hated him. The day before Jesus was killed, Peter had promised Jesus that he would follow him anywhere, and even give up his life for Jesus. But that very evening, Jesus was arrested. Peter was so scared he told 3 different people he wasn't Jesus' friend.
I don't know that man.
Peter felt sick about what he'd done, especially when Jesus was nailed to the cross and died. But then he returned to life. He appeared to his friends. It was amazing, incredible. Everyone was excited beyond belief. Except Peter must have wondered.
Is Jesus mad at me? Am I still his friend? Does he still love me?
Now Peter found himself in the boat, trying to figure it all out. His fingers tightened on the wet rope as he prepared to cast the net one more time. As he glanced over on the shoreline, he saw a figure standing there.
Friends, don't you have any fish?
Nope, not one.
Throw your net on the right side of the boat. There you will find some fish.
The 7 disciples in the boat exchanged glances as Thomas laughed.
I seriously doubt it.
You guys have anything better to do? Let's give it a try.
Together, the men heaved the heavy wet net back into the sea on the other side.
Hey, I think we've got something.
Bring it on in. There's 1 fish.
2 fish,
A red fish. Ugh.
a blue fish, and another one, and another 10. Whoa, need some help here.
The net was so full of fish, they couldn't haul it into the boat. They began towing it to shore. John gaped at the man still standing on the beach.
It's the Lord.
Excitement raced through Peter's veins. He was about to see Jesus again. But just as quickly, guilt gnawed at his stomach. Facing Jesus meant he had to face how he denied knowing Jesus.
But it's Jesus. I've got to see him no matter what.
Grabbing his coat, Peter jumped out of the boat and into the water. He half ran and half waded to the beach when he discovered that Jesus started a small bonfire. Fish and bread were already toasting over the flames.
He's God's son and he's making breakfast for us.
Jesus smiled at Peter.
Bring some of the fish you have just caught.
Yes, Lord.
Peter ran back to the lapping water to help his friends haul their fish to shore.
153.
You counted?
Don't doubt it.
Jesus gestured to the disciples to join him around the fire.
Come and have breakfast.
As the disciples gathered, Jesus offered them bread to eat. John whispered to Peter.
This is what he did when we last ate together at the Passover meal.
When breakfast finished, the disciples rose to take care of their fish. Peter found himself walking beside Jesus. There were so many things he wanted to say, but he couldn't find the words.
Simon Peter, do you really love me more than these others do?
Peter swallowed hard. Surely Jesus knew what he felt.
Yes, Lord, you know that I love you.
Feed my lambs.
Peter remembered how Jesus would compare people to sheep in his stories.
Peter, do you really love me?
Lord, you know that I love you.
Take care of my sheep.
Sheep? People. Peter waited in his mind. Jesus must be telling Peter to take care of the people who had followed him.
Peter, do you love me?
Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you.
Feed my sheep.
Just as Peter denied knowing Jesus 3 times, he now confirmed 3 times that he loved Jesus. What's more, Jesus wanted Peter to go out and share that love with others.
He's forgiven me, even after what I did.
Peter, things are going to get even more difficult for you. You are going to be led places you do not want to go.
Peter slowly nodded his head. He was willing to do anything Jesus asked of him.
Follow me.
Yes, Lord, I will.
Because Jesus had forgiven him, Peter was now free to share the love of God with those around him, without carrying around a heavy load of guilt.